I don't spend anything on fun. Maybe once in a full blue moon, I might go to a restaurant, which leaves my total savings to $1,000. I'm 32 years old. I make $180,000 a year as a financial analyst in New York City. This is how I spend my income. My annual base salary is $140,000 a year, in addition to a $5,000 annual performance bonus. In addition to my work income, I make $20,000 a year in trading between SGOV, the Treasury Bill ETF, and VOO, a derivative of the S&P 500. Lastly, my interest, I earn $15,000 a year in high yield savings interest income. This brings my total out to $180K per year. My pre-tax monthly income comes out to $14,580. I max out my 401k contribution at close to $1,950 and max out my Roth IRA to close to $580. I contribute $280 per month in the health savings account, which leaves my monthly taxable income to $11,760. Federal taxes come in at $3,100 a month. State income taxes come out to $740 a month. And lastly, city taxes come out to $470 a month. This leaves my post-tax monthly take-home pay to $7,450. With my annual bonus of $5,000 per year, I get taxed at 45%, which leaves my take-home pay to $2,750. This results in an annual take-home pay to $92,130 and a monthly take-home pay to $7,680. Starting with the responsible stuff, my monthly rental apartment income is $1,250 per month. This includes electricity, gas, heat, and water. Apartment is located in southern Brooklyn, where I've been living there for the past 13 years, hence why the rent is below the market value compared to other units. It is a one-bedroom apartment. This is a basement apartment, and I live there on my own with no roommates. My monthly grocery comes out to roughly $500 a month. I shop at supermarkets in southern Brooklyn. My laundry cost is roughly $50 a month. Public transportation at $50 per month, mainly because I have a hybrid work schedule for my job. And miscellaneous spending of $200 per month. I don't have any student loans, no credit card debt, or medical debt. After deducting my monthly expenses from the take-home pay, I have roughly an additional $5,000 a month in which I allocate to the high-yield savings account. This is mainly because I'm more of a risk-averse personality, as well as the fact that I'm looking to buy real estate property within the next 5 years. So this brings my total responsible monthly expenses to roughly about $7,050 a month. I live a frugal and conservative lifestyle. Because of this, I don't spend anything on fun, random expenses, no alcohol, no Uber, or any other irresponsible stuff. So this leads to $0 of monthly expenses. Being that I'm a first-generation American, I live more of a frugal and conservative lifestyle. This is why I don't have any irresponsible expenses. So this brings my total irresponsible expenses to $0. For my bonus spending, my eating out and restaurant habits are fairly inconsistent. So maybe once in a full blue moon, I might go to a restaurant to try out the food, but otherwise it is almost non-existent. For travel, I get 24 vacation days per year, so I budget 2 international travels per year at 2 weeks each. Each international travel is roughly about $3,000. My international travels totals out to $6,000 per year, which comes out to roughly $500 per month. Lastly, my final bonus spending is getting a haircut per month at $12 a month in southern Brooklyn. If anyone's interested, let me know. I can guide you to the barbershop. For gym and fitness, I get reimbursed from my health insurance company, so there's no spending on that. I've been at the same height and weight since I was in high school, so I don't need to spend money on clothes. For coffee, I don't drink coffee, but I do drink tea, so I recommend that either make coffee at home or switch over to tea because it's more healthy. This leaves my total monthly bonus spending to $512 a month. Starting with my savings, I've built a balance of almost $109,000 in my 401k. I started to contribute to the 401k back in 2019, but then I had a hiatus because of COVID. Since 2024, I started to contribute and fully max out my 401k. At my previous employer, I received an 8% contribution rate of my annual base salary. At my current employer, it's more 4% contribution of my annual salary. The high yield savings account has about a balance of $130,000, where my investment balance is at $470,000. This is cycled between index funds of SGOV and VOO, whether if it's in a cash balance position or in equities. Amongst my other investment accounts, I have $34,000, which leaves my total savings to $743,000. My short-term financial goal is to keep on maintaining this consistent and disciplined practice to further grow my investment and financial portfolio, so I can set up a solid foundation for my future self and retirement goals. My long-term goals is to buy a real estate property, whether it's in New York City or in another city in America, within the next 5 to 7 years, as well as looking to retire in my 40s or 50s. If you're looking to save money and build a positive financial foundation for your life, I would advise to first tackle your debts, whether it's credit card debt or student loans, as interest eats into your wealth. Secondly, look to cut costs, unnecessary costs such as subscriptions, alcohol, eating out, and just trying to survive, so you can have your main essentials and put up your surplus fund income into your savings account or investment account to start now to grow your wealth. Rent is the most expensive line item in your budget, so it's always make sure to try to analyze that and try to find either a more affordable option or finding roommates or even living with your family for a couple of years to help start building